The new elf update just went live, and I want to go over just the basics of how the old avatars looked versus the new avatars for elves, but also I want to address any feedback and criticism that people are giving SSG on the new update. First thing I want to address is that elves actually had an update, not high elves, just the regular OG elves had an update done with their avatar, which include like body changes, a lot of variety, and different hairstyles or face coverage, and even different complexions now for your elvish characters. Now I'm going to give you an example of what my elvish character looked like before the update, and then compare it to what it looks like now. And then I also have a few other examples to show you too, but they're all female elf characters that we're going to look at for these examples. Okay, so this character, the one at the end here with the shield, that was actually a character I used to play a lot during LOTRO Ladies Night, and this was a total just normal elf character. She had a ponytail updo going on, but this at least gives you like an avatar, like overall body look to her figure. Then if we go over here, these are like close-ups I got with her, so you can see like more of like the lack of facial details, mostly I would suggest. And then also like even here, I really want to highlight that there is a ponytail like bang look going on, because this is like one of the most drastic changes I noticed right away. But this is also another avatar from my friend Jules Quest. If you guys don't follow her, check her out on Twitch. But this was her avatar before the elf update as well, and this was a really good close-up. Real quick too, just so people aren't confused, she has an elvish like crown on, but she got that from a festival. That's just a cosmetic, but I really wanted to show this because it's like really close-up detail. You can see more of the eyebrows, not as much detail in like the mouth or even the nose, eyes, any of that. Now let's go and look at what my avatar, this avatar, looks like in the new update. So when I logged in, this is my new character. Now I'm not gonna lie, I can't really tell much from like the body figure or anything with this outfit, but for starters, I don't have a bun, I don't have a ponytail, I don't even have bangs. But what do you notice? The headgear is completely, it's messy, it's glitchy, but you know, that's all right. I highly commend SSG because they did so much work in like the nose detail, more mouth details, eyebrows. So for the new eyebrows and eye look, I love this. But I will say that her face definitely seems more rounder, but it seems like that's something that some people are critiquing, which we'll go further into later on. But just for craps and giggles, I'm gonna make a new elf and just show you guys like what we can look at, and then just look at the character customizations. So this is just like a general elf avatar now, and you can definitely see more about like the body type. I would definitely say that the figure is still a little off from the beta that we looked at earlier. Like it's so weird how the ribs are just so coming in so far. Like it's still odd, but it's okay, you know, maybe they can like fix it up a little bit. These are just the general customization options that you get now. It's very similar to the man race, and it'll pretty much remain that way. But it's nice that we get more complexion. I do really want to check out the new hairstyles that are offered, because they do have more longer hairstyles. Like it looks so freaking gorgeous. I'm so happy that they added more hairstyles. They still have the leaves. The leaves are still a little glitchy from what I've seen on some of my friends' elven characters, but overall they just bumped up all of the hairstyles just a little bit more. But the fact that you're able to add hair decoration, I think, is just beautiful. So I'm really happy that they have new hairstyles, but they definitely fixed up the older ones, but it seems like they also got rid of some other ones, or at least they didn't give me my previous ponytail, which kind of sucks, but it's weird that they didn't just transfer it. But oh well, I can just go to the barber and fix it. But speaking of the barber, let's go to the barber and look directly at the new barber menu, because that is something that also went with the update. So here's the new barber menu that they just opened up and changed with update 42 that just launched with Legacy of Morgoth. So you can definitely see it's a lot bigger, which I so appreciate. And now everything's just a little bit more concise and organized, if you ask me. Pretty much if you have a character that has changed since the update and now you want to change their look just a little bit more, this is the way to do it. You'd have to go to the barber shop, either by going to like Bree or the Shire. There's barbershops pretty much all over Middle Earth, but you would have to go there and pay with your silver and copper to change your character's look. I know it's not like the best way because you're gonna have to lose coin that way, but if you are someone who wants to hold on to your character, not have to restart or anything, you'll just have to go to the barber and update them again. Now I am going to go through and look over the recent feedback and criticism people have been giving SSG in the LOTRO forums and even on Reddit. Also, real quick, you know how this was Jules's character? Well, look at her character now. Bruh. Gorgeous! So just to give a little recap, someone actually posted this picture in the LOTRO forums, and I feel like it does really show the difference now in between the old avatar and the new avatar update. So you can definitely see here that this is the old avatar update, these two, and then these are with the new avatar update. So you can definitely tell, like I would say, like this face definitely seems more round or almost like squished more, way bigger eyes I would say, and the eyebrows are just like very more inward. Just overall I feel like just on this you can definitely see like even the lips were definitely like more triangular on the top anyway. You can just see that there have been massive changes. I'm not really an art major or anything, and I don't know much about anatomy, but I can just tell you that yeah, it does look more rounder in a lot of ways, and it's sharper in some of the finer details is what it looks like. And in fact, Cloud Castle on the LOTRO forums went on to reply to someone who pretty much was going on about how the chin and face of their elf just didn't really seem very well defined, and it seemed very more roundish or almost like man customizations and not as much elvish. And so Cloud Castle said, I'm having the same problem with my elf. She went from having a healthy round face with kind eyes and a gentle disposition to looking gaunt, sharp-featured, and angry with narrow eyes, hollow cheeks, angular cheekbones, and a haughty smirk on her face. Something else that's been happening a lot too with the new elf update is that there have been a lot of bugs. Like someone is reporting that the prize pie, the animation with carrying stuff on the induction bar, broke their male elf, and there are a lot of broken features just facially that people have been reporting to SSG. It just seems like overall there are a lot of bugs and finicky things that people are reporting. But I also want to turn your attention to this feedback, because pretty much this person summed it up well from what I've seen. For me, at least, most of the issues have to do with the new model skeleton, which changes the appearance of items and cosmetics for the worse. I made my elf a decent face, but I can't fix her warped shoulders or the fact gloves and shoes are now twice as big as they should be on so many items. People were really going in on how their cosmetic items just don't really fit well. I've seen a lot of people complain about like the elvish woodland crown not really like seeming to fit well with their elf now, and there just seemed to be a lot of just small cosmetic features that just didn't go well or transfer over correctly with the elf update. I think overall we'll be okay. I don't really know how SSG is really gonna fix like the cosmetics not really like fitting properly on their elves. I really don't know how that's even going to get fixed unless you individually fix it with every item, which I don't think they're gonna do. I think overall it's just a lot of initial change for people, but I think it's good because I love that we get more variety and changes overall, and that's just my personal opinion. But let me know what your thoughts are on the new elf avatar update. Do you like the old models better or do you like the new models better? Let me know down in the comments, and in the meantime, if you want to check out my last elf avatar update video, I will have it linked down below for you. And of course, you better stay weird, you weird weirdos.